Hey guys, so I'm making Cuban coffee. This is the little pot. You're supposed to fill it up. Below this marker, you can see it on the inside. If you put too much, let's say you put that much, right? And it's, you can't see it, but it is above the marker. There it is, but you still can't see it. What happens is that this is like a, you could say a pressure cooker. If it's above that, the only way it's going to come out is through here. So you got to put it below, right there. Let me see if I can turn on the light so you guys can see inside. There it is. So it's below, is it? No, it's a halfway. Let me thumb some out. It's pretty good right there. So it is below the marker. And what you want to do is put some in here. In here, this coffee pot is gravity fed. So what it does, it boils the water in here, and then it shoots it up to here. When it's at a boiling point, it goes in here. It forces the coffee through there. Alright, so I put the coffee, I packed it in, and then I took that knife right there and cleaned it off. Make sure that when you put it in, you have no coffee on the outside of this. So let me put this on here. These little coffee pots, if you go to a Spanish store, they cost like from anywhere from $4 and up. It depends on how expensive you want to go. How expensive you want to get. This little thing makes about, I think, 4 cups of coffee, or 6, I can't remember now. I would have to look at the bottom. Trust me when I say this is healthier than drinking Red Bull. I took a couple of screenshots and you guys could see the side effects of drinking Red Bull. This has 95 grams of caffeine. Red Bull has, I think it said 115, I think. And the problem with Red Bull is it causes cancer. And then you'll see all the side effects that it does. I honestly don't drink coffee. I'm just making this for my mom right now. If you're diabetic, you could have this with no sugar, but it's very, very strong. So you could drink a little shot cup like this big. And it shouldn't affect you. You know, it does have a lot of sugar. But like I said, if you don't want it, don't put no sugar in there. Drink it straight up. But there's something awesome when you're making this. When you're making the Cuban coffee and you pour a little bit of coffee in here. When it brews, you get the first couple brews that it comes out of there. You put some in here with your sugar and then you start stirring it. And then you'll see what happens. So my sugar is ready to go. I put 3 to 4 of these little spoons, which I think this is like a tablespoon. Yes, it does have a lot of sugar, but you'll see what happens when you pour the coffee in there. There it is, it's already coming out. See how it's coming out? It's gravity fed. Alright, let me see if I have enough right now to do what I gotta do. Turn it down some so I won't get burned. Okay, give me a second. No, I don't think I have enough. Okay, so there's a comedian and his name is Gabriel Iglesias. And he decided to have a cup of coffee, right? So he went to a famous restaurant here called La Carreta. And they took him to have some Cuban coffee. And when he saw it was a little shot cup like this, he's like, come on, man, I need a big boy coffee, not that little thick. You're going to see what happened to him.
Takes us to this restaurant called La Carreta. Okay? So you can't miss it. There's a restaurant on the corner with a giant wagon wheel in front of it and a huge rooster. I don't know what the rooster does, but look out for him. We walk inside, and I think, what was it, Martin, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when we went in?
Easy 3 in the morning.
Easy 3 o'clock in the morning. We sit down at this table, and we're looking at the menu. We're trying to figure it out, and there's all kinds of bananas and all kinds of weird stuff that I'm like, I didn't know that. Okay, bananas, fine. Okay, let's do this. And here comes the waiter, and the waiter's coming over, and he gets in my face, and he's like, ¿Qué tú quieres? And I'm like, I forgot. Why is he yelling? I don't know. I said, listen, bro, I'll tell you what, let me look at this menu a little bit longer. I think we need some time, right, Mark? Yeah, we were like, yeah, we need some more time. And I says, for right now, can I just get a coffee? And he's like, okay, un cafecito. And he walks into the kitchen. He comes back 5 minutes later, seriously, with a little coaster and a shot glass of coffee on the coaster. And he puts it down in front of me, and he's like, okay. And I'm like, what is this? Es un cafecito. I go, dude, look at me. I'm not a Ito. I'm a Ande. And then I started thinking, maybe he knows who I am. I get the joke. Bring the really big guy, the really little cup. You know what I mean? And I said, bro, what is it? I go, no. Bring me a full-size cup of coffee. Take this back in the... I was frustrated. So the guy's like, okay, and what you want? Okay. So he grabs it, all pissed off, and then he goes in the kitchen and he starts talking trash to one of the cooks. He's like, Manolo, allá afuera un gordo que dije, un cabezote, que no le quede una problema allá. And then he comes back with a bowl of Cuban coffee, okay? And he puts it down in front of me, and he won't leave the table. He's like, okay. And I'm like, okay. Oh, I get it. He wants me to make sure this is what I want, what I want, right? So I pick up the bowl and I take a little sip of it. And when the coffee hit my tongue, I was like, oh my God, this is the most concentrated coffee I've ever had. It was really, really strong. And then it clicked. That's why they bring you a little shot glass of this stuff. So now I don't want to look stupid making him take a bowl of coffee back in the kitchen. So I picked it up to my face again and I drank the whole thing. Well done. I knew I messed up, bro. I knew I messed up because the waiter looked at me and he's like, vaya con Dios. He goes back in the kitchen. He's like, Manolo, call 911. 10 minutes go by, you guys. I am so wired. That coffee is strong. That is the only way in the world Cubans can make that swim.
See? It's very tiring. Okay, let's see how this is going. It's still coming out. Let me show you. Check it out. Okay, so with turning it, what happens is that you get bubbles of air. See how they're coming out right there? It's too close, but that's, let me see. That right there is a bubble right there. Right there. So when you move it, you get air inside. Alright, so I think it's good enough now. Alright, here we go. Check it out. So now what you do is move it. So that's how you make a cup of Cuban coffee. Now, if you go to any restaurant here, it's like find their McDonald's. They're in every corner. When you come down to Miami, you can smell them. You can smell the little cafecito cubano, little shot cups. So this is like for a lot of people when they give you the little shot cups. But there you go. That's how you make Cuban coffee. Alright guys, that's it.